water, my brother, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 1.
Shabbat Shalom, family.
We're going to start at verse 9.
Brother Ty, tribe of Judah. Verse 9.
Yes, sir.
Genesis chapter 1, beginning at verse 9. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so.
So again, what did the Most High do? God separated the ocean, or the seas, from the land. Okay? That's what the Most High do. Let's read it again for me.
Verse 9. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place.
Let the waters under the heaven be gathered into one place. Okay? So again, the waters, let the waters under the sky be gathered into one place so that the dry land may appear. And it was so. Let's read Psalms 33 real quick and 7. Psalms 33 verse 7.
This is Psalms chapter 33, starting in verse 7. He gathereth the waters of the sea together as an heap.
See that? He gathers the seas of the waters together like what?
As an heap.
So again, he makes the waters of the sea come together in a mass. All right? Read.
He laid up the depth in the storehouses.
So we see what the Most High did. He separated the waters together. And there are scripture when you read in the Apocrypha, it speaks of the continents. How a lot of continents, we haven't even seen yet anymore. There are things that we have not even seen yet. But he separated the waters, and then there are places where there are dry land. Okay, let's read Job 26 real quick. Verse 10. Job 26, verse 10. We have Job 26, verse 10.
Job chapter 26, verse 10. He has compassed the waters with bounds.
He has, what has he done? Read.
He has compassed the waters with bounds.
He has compassed the waters with bounds. He has inscribed a horizon on the face of the waters. It's a circle. Everything is done by circle. The stars are circle. The moon is a circle. The sun is a circle. That's how it is. Read on.
Until the day and night come to an end.
So again, you see how he circled the whole thing at the boundary between light and darkness. He bound these things. So you might think, well, how did the Most High bound these things? He don't operate like we operate. You need a cord to bound things. You need a pole. He don't operate like that. With light and darkness, he bound the sea. That's how he bound. He bound the sea. And on top of that, he put sands. When you look at the sea, there's sands there. The sands, the Most High put the sands there as a law. When the water comes, go back. The moment you touch the sea, the sands. That's a law. Let's get that in Jeremiah 5. Once the seas reach the shores and the sands, the command is go back. Go back to shore. Unless the Most High again make a change. Unless he decided, I'm about to overflow everything and destroy everything up in here. But he has a law in place. Jeremiah 5:22, if that's what I'm looking for.
Prophet Jeremiah 5:22. Fear ye not me, saith the Most High.
The Most High say, you're not afraid of me? You have no respect for me? Read.
will ye not tremble at my presence?
Why don't you tremble at my presence? Don't you see what I can do? Read.
Which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree.
What does the Most High do?
Which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree.
You see that? So whenever the waters reach there, they have to return. That's a perpetual law. Read.
That it cannot pass it, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail.
See that? The waters cannot cross. The wave may be crazy, going tossed to and fro, going crazy. But the law is, once you reach the shore here, you gotta go back. That's a command from the Most High. And we sitting here, we're not afraid of this guy here who bound the sea between light and darkness. I mean, just hearing the name of the Most High, you should tremble like an angel do. But what causes us not to be afraid of the Most High? We don't know His ways. We don't know His laws. Not knowing how powerful this God is. We play a game with His words. He gave us laws, the way to live our lives righteously. We play games. But once you have this knowledge, once you have this understanding, you have to tremble at His presence. What you got?
Yeah, you know, brothers and sisters, elders said that we got to tremble at the Most High. There's a sister that's a basketball coach in college. And after she won her game, all she said was, with all the wickedness going on in the world, all she said was, I don't know how anybody can live in this world and not believe in God. And they killed her. I mean, for days on days on social media, the whole world was offended that she said that about the Most High God.
Unbelievable. Imagine what we're saying right now. What you got? You got something you want to bring up?
Concerning what elders, just to tie that in, as to why we don't fear the Most High, yet His creation even feared Him.
They tremble. Read.
Baruch 3, verse 33. He that sendeth forth light, and it goeth, call it again, and it obey Him with fear.
With fear now. Read.
Verse 34. The stars shine in their watches, and rejoice. When He calleth them, they say, Here we be.
So when He called Pleiades, Orion, all these names, what do they say?
Here we be.
Here we are.
And so with cheerfulness, and showeth light unto Him that made them.
See that? So this is what's going on in the heavens that we have no control over. We don't know these laws. That's why He asked Job, do you know the law of heavens? Who are you to question what I'm doing? That's what the Most High said to Job and his friends. I don't know why I'm sick. I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't know why. Well, why, God? Why? They're like, yo, you're asking me questions? You don't know what I can do? Okay? So we're looking at laws of heaven today. Laws of universe. The northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, what they bring. It's in the scriptures. You got a precept? Go ahead, bring it out.
Romans 1 and 20. For the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so they are without excuse.
Come. I'm about to go in Romans 1:25 next. But that's a beautiful precept, my brother. Okay? So let's go back to reading out the law from Genesis 1.
Okay. Genesis 1, continuing at verse 9. And God said, Let the waters under the earth be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. Verse 10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called He sea.
Read.
And God saw that it was good.
God saw that it was good. There was nothing bad about the earth, the sea, or nothing like that. Everything created that he created is good. Read.
Verse 11. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herbs yielding seed, and the fruit trees yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so.
And everything works together with the heavens. Okay? Read on. Do what, my God? All praises.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. Brother Pa Alu, tribe of Judah. Where am I going?
Genesis 1, yeah, we're going to continue in verse 11. What do we start? Verse 12?
I think it's 12 again.
12, yeah. Start verse 12.
All right, so Genesis 1, verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And Ahayah saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And Ahayah said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night.
So what verse is that? 14?
14.
Go ahead, read it.
From the top?
Verse 14.
All right, so Genesis 1, verse 14. And Ahayah said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
So the Most High said, and God said, let there be lights and the firmament, which are, of course, we see in the sun, the moon, the stars. He says, let there be lights in the heaven to divide the day from the night. What else, my brother?
And let them be for signs.
Let them be for signs as well. Now, I want to focus on that. It says, let them be for signs, for seasons. We know we have, what, 4 seasons? We can read that in Genesis as well. We can read that, right? It says for seasons, for days, 7 days in a week. Then you recycle. Then you have for years, 12 months within a year. But one thing I want to focus on is the signs. Why I want to focus on the signs? Because the sun or the moon, the Most High can use, and the stars, he can use them in a prophetic way to bring forth a message. Okay? He can use them in a prophetic way to bring forth a message. Now, what the world is doing is nothing but wickedness. Usually, we hear of the word eclipse, right? We hear the word eclipse. But the thing about it, sometimes we don't pay too much attention to it. All right? So again, an eclipse is a sign of something that's going to happen. It's not something that's happening the same day, but it's something that's going to happen. I know they're bringing fear that be careful on the 8th. You understand? That's what they're saying. Be careful on the 8th. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to worry about the 8th. But you must be prepared after the 8th. When I say after the 8th, I'm talking about maybe a couple of months going forward. You understand? You got to be on your guard. Because every eclipse is a sign of something that's going to happen. This technology of this science of how they even know about that comes from fallen angel technology. And they use that technology, or the fallen angels and things like that, to worship the sun, the moon, and the stars. We don't do that. That's why the Most High tells us in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, don't be dismayed by the signs of heaven, the Gentiles do. Why? They worship those things. They worship the sun and the moon, like it says in Romans 1:25. Read that for me. Romans 1:25. They worship the suns, the moons, and the stars. They worship these things that we suppose, or that are being put together for us. But what we need to do is worship the Most High who created the sun, the moon, and the stars. Let's read Romans 1:25.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who can change the truth of Ahayah into a lie?
Let me get Romans 1. What did I say? Romans 1 and 20. Romans 1 and 25. What is it for?
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who can change the truth of Ahayah into a lie?
Who can do what?
Who can change the truth of Ahayah into a lie? And worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
See that? Because by them the true word of God was changed into what is false. And they give worship and honor to the thing which is made, and not to him who made it. They worship the things which is made, not to him who made it. It's the Most High we're supposed to worship. Not the eclipse we're supposed to worship. And the eclipse that's about to happen is prophetic anyway. It's always like that. Every time, even when you read Josephus, certain things you read in Josephus, major events, an eclipse takes place. It's a sign that something is going to happen. Now, of course, we don't know what is going to happen. It could be a natural disaster. Okay? It could be, it could be a man-made disaster. It could be a major earthquake. Who knows? Or it could be wars that breaks out. We don't know. But we know there's a sign of something that's going to happen. Because there are times when Christ, let's go to Luke 20:23 real quick. And again, even them knowing the weather is from fallen angel technology. If they can tell you a hurricane is going to happen in next 2 weeks, they have this knowledge. It comes from fallen angel because they saw a sign in heaven. They know, but the Most High can change it if He wants to. They can say it's going to rain tomorrow like crazy, and it does. Or sometimes it doesn't. But they saw signs in the cloud. They saw something. What I say bring out for me? Luke 23, verse 44.
This is Luke chapter 23, starting at verse 44. And it was about the 6th hour. And there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour.
So now we know this. Christ is our Savior. And the eclipse usually lasts what? 6 minutes? 4 minutes max, whatever. With our Savior, man, we got about hours. Okay, what happened? What was the sign? What was the sign? Read.
Verse 45. And the sun was darkened.
The sun was what?
Darkened.
The sun was black. The sun was dark when this thing was about to happen. You can read that in Josephus. There was a Passover where 2 men of the Most High were killed, and there was an eclipse. To let you know this thing was about to happen. Okay? So major events usually happen after the eclipse. Now I want to read Luke 21, which has 2 sides to it, but I kind of want to go into the physical side of Luke 21, which is 2 sides. But let's go into Luke 21 real quick. Let's read Luke 21 and 25.
This is Luke chapter 21, starting at verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And there shall be signs in the sun.
There shall be signs in the sun. And this is how they know with technology. They are able to find these things. You understand? We're not sitting up here observing the moon, the stars, and the sun. They are. So that's how they're able to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to rain next week. We don't know if it's going to rain next week, but they can tell you. Even though 90% of the time they won't, but they can tell you. You know? They can see certain signs. Read.
And in the moon.
There shall be signs. Sometimes you have a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. Read on.
And in the stars. And upon the earth. Distress of nations.
Read.
With perplexity. The sea and the waves roar.
The sea and the waves roar. So again, I can go into the scriptures and edify a little deeper than that with the scriptures. But I just want to show you how signs do occur before major events. Okay? Let's read verse let's start verse 21. To show you before the destructions of Jerusalem, signs do occur in the heavens. Let's start 21.
21 and 21? This is Luke chapter 21, verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. Verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child.
So again, we see that certain things do usually occur whenever we see signs in the heavens. You understand? And we not, listen, no more about people talking, this is the end of the world. None of that stuff. It's not the end of the world. You understand? It's not the end of, and the end of the world is misused. The end of the world will be the end of the superpower's leadership. It's going to be the end of Esau's world. That's what the end of the world should mean. Esau's rulership is ending, ours beginning. And as you all can see, their rulership of the dragon is ending. They've been kicked out in Africa. France is being punished right now by African brothers that are out there. Of course, those places, our people are heavy in those areas. Senegal, different places in Africa. They're saying to the French, we don't need you here. That's one of the 7 heads they're getting out of there. You understand? So when the rulership of Edom is over, that's the end of the world. And we can precept that. I know these you'll love that precept. Not these, Emmanuel love that precept. You understand? You want to break it out?
Yes, sir.
All right. We got second end.
Let me read Matthew 24 and verse 3 first. And then we're going to precept it with 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 8. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. As we sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto me privately, saying, Tell us, what shall be the time? What shall be the sign of the time? And what shall be the coming of the end of the world? 2nd Ezra chapter 6. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born unto him, Jacob held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. All right? This is the scripture I wanted to bring out. Esau's rulership, dominance, is the end of the world. Once their power, their rulership is over, it is referring to the end of the world. Read. Finish reading.
I can't see.
Another one gone.
And
For
that's-
Esau is the end of the world,
Read.
and Jacob is the end of it that followeth.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So the world will not be finished. As some people think that, well, you know, we're going to be floating in heaven. No. The world of Esau will be done. We will take over under Christ. That's what's going to happen. Okay? And when you would set 1 Corinthians 7 and 37, one last precept, if I'm not mistaken, 1 Corinthians. It's all right, you almost.
It seems like Esau don't like these scriptures. It's in the FPL.
Big man.
Let's get 1 Corinthians, I know it's in the 7. 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. Let's read that forward. So we understand what it means when the world passes away. Okay?
1 Corinthians 7 and 31.
Uh-huh.
And they that use this world,
And they that use this world, read,
as not abusing it,
as not abusing it, read,
for the fashion
for
of
what?
the fashion of this
For
world,
the fashion of this world. The fashion of this world will be done away with. Read.
pass it away.
Pass it away. So it's going to be the fashion of this world, the lifestyle that we live in. No laws, no righteousness. This fashion of this world will pass away. And Jacob will bring righteousness. And that's the end of our teaching for the day. May the Most High bless you all.